Hello YouTube. Here a few weeks ago, a friend at work approached me and the conversation went something like this.
Hey Jason.
Hey Rodney.
Have you ever looked into the similarities between Jesus and Horus?
No, I guess not.
Well, I think you might want to look into that.
Okay. So, after the conversation, I did a little research. And I went on and I put Horus in the internet. And there's actually several really good sites that give the many different versions of Horus's life or Horus's mythology. But in all those versions, I really couldn't find that much of a similarity between Jesus and Horus. I mean, really none at all. Then I looked on YouTube. Now, on YouTube I found a video, and there's several of them, and they've been posted by different people. But I found a video named Myth of Religion, and then it's colon, the Solar Messiah, God's Son, and that's S-U-N, Christ Horus. Now, that's not really much of a name, but that's the name it was given. I watched the whole video, and honestly, what I discovered in that video was that the real myth was the supposed facts contained in the video. I don't even have time in a 10-minute video to show you all the proof of how false this video is. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say that this video is either a very sloppy job on research or it's outright deception. First of all, let's look at Horus. Horus, he was the son of Isis, Isis and Osiris. Well, first of all, he's got a dad, Osiris. Okay, that's not a virgin birth. Virgin birth means no pop. Okay. Secondly, the video in the video, it says that Horus battles his brother Set, and that was all about the sunset and all this stuff. Well, you'd think they could do a little research, because in actuality, Set is Osiris's brother, so that would make him Horus's uncle, right? So again, hey, you know. Also, they mentioned Attis. Attis was driven mad by his lover and castrated himself. Oh, similarities? I'm sorry, Jesus never did that. Also, they mentioned Krishna. Now, Krishna was actually born, according to Wikipedia, which is free, guys. You could use it. Wikipedia says that he was born either on 18th or the 21st of July, not December. Not to mention that he was the 8th child given to his parents, or begotten by his parents. 8th child. Now, if she's a virgin, how in the world did she have 8 kids? Hello? Also, Dionysus was mentioned. Now, Dionysus' mother was a mortal woman. Sounds kind of familiar, right? And his father was Zeus. Well, Zeus is supposed to be the king of all the gods, right, in mythology. Sounds really familiar, right? Kind of like Jesus? No way. If you know anything about Zeus, he was continuously coming down and having sex with mortal women. And he didn't do it in like a non-form, okay? In fact, in one story, he came down in the form of a bull. I don't even want to go there. So, there's a big difference between a virgin birth and a god, supposed god, coming down and having sex with mortal women. See, in the story of Christ, nobody had sex. That's what it means when you say somebody's a virgin. They haven't had sex. Mary did not have sex to conceive Jesus. Jesus was manifested by the Holy Spirit. Okay? I know that's kind of hard for some people to understand, and it's hard to explain. Anyway, another thing that I noticed about all these myths as I was doing the research, as I was doing the research, I noticed that a lot of the stories had a lot of variations. You know, well, in this story, Horus was the sun god. In this story here, Horus was god of, you know, the sky, okay, or whatever, right? So there was differences. And really, I mean, that makes sense. If you're making up a story, you can make it up any way you want, and you can change it anytime you want, right? But you can't do that with the truth. So, in a sense, really, these myths, instead of disproving the story of Jesus, actually prove it in that the story of Jesus doesn't change. There's 4 Gospels, and in every Gospel, the high points are exactly the same. Now, there's some differences in the details, but that's the same thing you would have if 4 people saw a car wreck. 4 people are going to see 4 different perspectives. So that's not a problem to me. The problem is when major plot changes happen. Okay? You don't see that in the story of Christ. All the stories are exactly the same. The story, how's it go? Well, it's simple. Jesus came and was born of a virgin. He lived for 33 years here on this planet. He taught some of the most beautiful truths ever recorded, ever spoken for that matter. Then he was crucified for nothing that he did of himself. Laid in the tomb 3 days, resurrected, and then was actually seen by over 120 people. I think it was actually more than that. And all those people were there, or most of those people were still alive when the Gospels were written. So if anything in the Gospels was misrecorded, then they could have witnessed against it, or, you know, or if it was right, for it. Paul later on mentions this very fact and says, hey, if you guys want to know, you want to talk to eyewitnesses, they're there. They're still alive. So, I mean, you know, that's a big difference between Horus, who, I'm sorry, nobody knows anything about him. Even today, they're not really sure where the idea of Horus came from, right? Now, there's one other thing that this video proves, and this is the serious thing. This is the thing that troubles me, and that is that there are some people in our society who not only do they not believe in God, but they're not comfortable until they have succeeded to make everyone else not believe in God. I mean, okay, let me put that a different way. I believe in God. Now, if you don't want to, hey, that's your choice. No skin off my back, right? But it doesn't seem to be that way with people that make these kind of videos. They have to have everyone else agree with them that there's no God. Well, I'm sorry. It's not going to happen, especially with shoddy work like this video. You know, and then one other thing before I say goodbye, and that is, it's kind of funny to me. These atheists, they act like they're so smart. They walk around, oh, you guys are idiots for believing in God, right? Well, if atheists are really as smart as they claim to be, you'd think that they could produce a video that at least had some of the facts straight. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all I got to say today. I'll see you guys later.